Labor Committee, she has made no compromises in fighting for fair wages, safe working conditions, and more work hours for construction workers. With her help in the past few years, we've made progressive fighting wage theft, securing train stations and airports, to raising the minimum wage to among the highest in the country. It's why he has earned the overwhelming support of labor unions.
Thank you for that. And thank you for your kind leadership. And it's my pleasure to introduce our great Senator Ramos.
Buenos días a todos. The kind of leadership our city needs. I also know what moment we're in. Donald Trump isn't just a national threat. He's promised punishment. He's promised revenge. And I take that seriously. And we're not going to beat that with hashtags and headline stunts. World-class place that it is, with real investments, with bold solutions, and with no patience for the distractions of performative politics and empty outrage.
Family of labor in the House today. Let's give a big round of applause to Senator Jessica Ramos. Fights for the minimum wage increases, for affordable child care, parents' rights who are now under attack from Washington and the federal government that would destroy our democracy and pick people up off the streets, violating due process. And we need someone to stand up to that, and that's what Jessica Ramos has been all about. We need more free pre-K and 3K. We have to cut taxes on the middle class. We need to raise the minimum wage to put more affordable housing because the rent is just too darn high. And we need jobs. Jobs by building the affordable housing. Thousands of units. We need hundreds of thousands of units of affordable housing. And this city government can't produce it. The city government is too slow. The Department of Housing Preservation and Development takes years to get an approval before a project can move forward. And if you make it through the city bureaucracy, then it goes to the city council. And at the city council, one city council member can stop a project in his or her district. 1 year. And look at what we just did recently. If you think we can't build affordable housing is easy. Go build LaGuardia Airport while they're operating LaGuardia Airport and bring it from the worst airport in the United States to the best airport in the United States. Kosciuszko Bridge. Go build a new 2nd Avenue subway. Go build a new and do that all at once. And we made more major public improvements in one time than had been done in modern political history. That's what you can do. That's your ability, and that's what you can do when you are unleashed. Fighter for change. I respect that. We did a lot of good work together. Minimum wage, making improvements in workers' conditions. So I'm gratified by her support. and adds momentum to the campaign. And I think the debate was very telling the other night. I think New Yorkers actually got to see the issues and got to see the candidates. And I think it's very simple. At the end of the day, this is what the senator was saying. The mayor of New York is a job that requires experience. Mistake here.
Governor, have you talked about helping her financially?
Would you give Ramos a position in your administration if you were to win the primary and in November as well?
We haven't talked about it, but I am a fan of the senators, as I just said.
Just 3 months ago, she questioned your mental acuity, saying she was worried we were going to have another Biden moment here. 3 months later, here we are. How do you explain it?
I question the mental acuity of the moderators of your debate, so I mean, we all can question. Look, in campaigns, people say things in campaigns. That's part of the campaign process. So you take everything with a grain of salt. I've said a lot of things about opponents during campaign. Andami support his positions on Israel, support his statements on Israel. Support him saying President Obama is evil and President Obama is a liar. I don't know how they stand in support of those positions.